It was Russian. It was real quiet.
That shit was so funny, bro. I was laughing my ass off. I said, I bet we are fucking going off right now.
No, I won't.
Fucking TV probably broke like a motherfucker.
I really truly won't. I won't. You know why I won't? We didn't deserve to win that game. And just like I was saying before you got back, look, if we would have won that game, we would have lost the next one.
Who y'all play next?
Arizona.
Well.
Yeah, I already got that. I already got that tweet. He's 32 years old though. Kaepernick done. No, I'm not.
Man, hold on. You can't say that. Matt Schaub is 48 years old out there. That nigga backed up big, bro.
Y'all are not listening, man. That man got paid his money.
Nothing
Will
like
y'all
the
stop with this?
Introductions to
He
an
got
NFL
paid.
game, and that was in evidence a moment
Kaepernick
ago.
did.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Yeah, I believe that, though. I believe he got paid.
He got paid. He would never play in the NFL again.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. And this
He
will
got
not be
paid.
returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, it's up.
You know it had to be in his favor because they wouldn't let him talk about it.
He put a gag going on him.
Yeah.
He had to sign it.
Let's go, AT Gator. Check 52, come on.
Man got paid, man.
Check it out, Reed. Hard.
The man got paid. I don't care what anybody say. They be like, oh man, that's fucked up. Kaepernick, he got a check.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers
Like
able to pick up 18 yards there.
You got a check.
But one thing I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that,
I'm not going to sit here and jump up and down about a man.
About it because when they are in sync,
that's why I don't understand why people snapping on Jay-Z. I'm like, come on, man, dude already got paid.
Playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
Kaepernick already got paid.
It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So add that tackle for a loss to the two that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
About that
yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Go.
Oh, this is going to be fun right here.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
So I'm not trying to hear all that. I don't give a fuck if you play ever again or not. And that's real talk.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Shea. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back.
Boy, if I didn't hit the wrong goddamn button.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
I wouldn't even try to hit that shit.
But it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back
on. I just gave that man a gift.
They put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, that sounds like real. That sounds like a ball player.
That's the way you set the tone.
I don't know what's going on with these niceties.
Over the back line of the end zone
Come on,
for a
man.
touchback.
What you say? What you say, David?
These goddamn niceties.
Give me
the
that.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Niggas in here letting Queen run his mouth.
Throwing after the interception. Shea. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because
I'm talking about something
got
on
the
TV.
completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
43 down.
2nd and 5. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Oh, yeah. Game time, coach. Game time. I love it.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
What a girl.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I did do it.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further.
Turn the light on. Ain't nobody playing. They just sitting here watching.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
What you doing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this
Come here,
one
give me
away.
a catch, girl. Come here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Lay them with a screen soon.
God.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Man, y'all in there. Lenny, what we doing? Man out there with the star on. What are you doing?
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Back to throw. Shea. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man to the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Alpha. Don't get nervous.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun. Shea. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Do coach. Damn.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 43. Mike 43.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Good for the 6 play.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike.
Oh, that's crazy.
On 1st down, Shea looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Oh, my
A
God.
gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo.
43's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
2nd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, get in the weight room. Switch. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Speed driven.
From the gun, Shea. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. That throw
This shit crazy, man.
It's 2nd down.
Got him? No, motherfucker. Not different. No, who's you? No,
Looking to throw. Shea. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. And we heavy on the edges. 43's the mic. It's a party.
On 1st and 10, Shea. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Yes, sir.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to
Oh, no,
create the
check.
yards that they got. But it is
The
so
shirts.
tough to cover that route, the drag
No,
route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key
Yeah,
is to
didn't-
create
I
hesitancy
didn't
on
do
the
that part.
defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I didn't do that part. Somebody else did it for me. So I got to talk to him. I keep telling
First
y'all, everybody
opportunity
needs
for
to be
the
their
Steelers
size.
in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal
Man, fuck
just
the
inside
size.
the 5.
Hatchet. Check 52.
Everybody did see your size.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's
Who
in.
did?
I can guesstimate.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I can
A great
guesstimate. What
effort
you like a
there.
5X, right?
His
Ain't you
3rd
really?
touchdown
Yeah,
now
it's so
on the
fit.
year.
You around
As
your
his
big
guys
ass
are
head.
on the board here in this
And
first
break.
quarter. Matt Gay
You
on for
know
the
what?
extra
Yeah,
point.
I got them.
I'll put the 5X in. I'll put the
And that
5X.
one makes it 14-7.
Yeah, Ashley and Travis gonna get
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
You in the way. You showed the picture already, man. What we doing?
Shut up, man.
This fielded at the 2.
I'm just trying to say, what you doing?
I'll put this together. I got.
And a pretty good
God damn
return
it.
here. He'll
We
be
in
stopped just
6
shy of the
years?
25 at the
That
24-yard
don't matter to
line.
me.
Oh, my
Y'all niggas
God.
move. Look how fast y'all niggas move.
Oh, man. I ain't trying.
Whatever. Damn, I came up with the what the fuck the babies wear.
to
That's what I
begin
was
their
trying to
next
say.
drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, yeah. No, you just made it, mate. We had him, though.
Where my goddamn shirt at?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
One more second. It was over.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to be
Did you say that because of Ashley, or did
out
Ashley
of
say that because of you?
bounds. So it's
That's
incomplete.
tough, one.
Oh, because I'm
He's
watching
open.
on YouTube. Ashley just said the same thing. With my goddamn shirt.
He might be watching. They don't need to shine until you caught it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fuck it, where my shiny at Rio?
Bravo. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Kill.
Max 50.
General West.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Check it back.
David is back in. Oh, man.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, my God, no.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start the drive with Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready.
43's the leg. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
You're undefeated right now, David.
On second down, it's Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check nickel.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Shea. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
218, chop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Sherman. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, Mike 52.
Could do it.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Operating from the gun, Shea. Washington's got it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Greystone, Travis.
Check 24. He's checking.
On second down, it's Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check.
On first down, Sherman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Second and 14. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. New Mike 52.
Throwing on first down. Shea is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
Pilot 64, weak.
They'll run here with Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
50, plant.
Check, 43. Target.
Yes.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
To throw on second down. Shea firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Tighten up.
Topper.
Off play action. Shea. Throw left side complete. It's James. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was
come on, coach. He's talking. Come on, coach. He's talking all that.
Punctuate something like that, partner.
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
See what you did? See what you did when and done did?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of
you did. Yeah, you did. You started that shit.
What'd I start?
Talking about some how nice the
Eagles
ball
offense
is.
set to begin their next drive.
Nice.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess
I mean, you are. You should have been talking shit when you were up.
This offense right back out on the
field. Talk shit today.
To make up for it.
I like that because
let
now
him get his feet
wet. To go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like
we gave a nice guy award for the ball. David will get everything.
See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, match box, white. Down the man inside, down the man.
Kill. Watch the eye. Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Hey, dog, that shit just killed me, bro.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw out 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make. You can just get out of there.
That's the worst field goal I ever seen.
If you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call.
You got to put that shit on Shaq and the food.
You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Let's not do that again.
And they'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, go. Waiting.
Wentz. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And able to find Kirk complete. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian Kirk, 93 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Shea. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
I seen him too.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
I ain't talking to you, fool.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And it's caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
46 down there, 5-4.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now. Hey, Charlie.
43's the mic.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Shea is going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Greystone, Travis.
43's the mic. Are you getting a headache? 43's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of
Dumb
the football and
motherfuckers.
have it at the
In the
36-yard line. Often on fumbles,
I was
you
gonna
look
be
at the guy
gone
who
like
coughed
a
it up and say,
motherfucker,
geez,
boy.
what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Yes, he is, sir. Yes, he is.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A whole lot
and
faster.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
87, 87. Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
82, 82.
All day, dog. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz will get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
This one, 7.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Hey, echo.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th.
Oh!
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away.
Hey,
As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
He was in the right
I
spot.
think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Topper, topper. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, check, 43. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun on third down, Shea. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Go, go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Ready?
On first and 10, Shea. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
6-6, pull it high.
We got double up.
Look at me. Go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Bravo.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Here we go.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Shea. James has got it, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good third down pickup of 20 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey. Let's fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Shea. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Bang, 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 bang. Smooth. General West. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
52, Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, Shea. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gay knocks this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
81, 81.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's always tough when we play y'all. Y'all got a hell of a bunch over there.
Ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say.
Best of luck to you, Coach.
There's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
60
We got 4. We got 4.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.